It's the best. It's the greatest. Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Wow.
Rabbit season.
Duck season.
Rabbit season.
Duck season.
Duck season.
Rabbit season.
Fire. Look at the rabbit.
Alrighty. I do want to ask you, do you have any projects that you're working on right now that do not have a NDA associated with them that you could talk about?
Yes, because this happened yesterday.
Yes. So that's why I prefaced the question that way.
Well, I'll say again, I do have, Assassin's Creed is coming out. I believe, I thought it was supposed to be out like now, but I think it's coming out next month, right, in October. Yeah. Assassin's Creed 3, so I'm in that, but I'm not allowed to say who I'm playing yet. I think they have to wait until it gets released. I'm currently working on a project that's going to be huge and amazing, but again, I'm not allowed to actually mention what it is. I hate those damn non-disclosure agreements, because it's awesome, man. It's just off the hook. It's going to be a great game. But I currently have the new Kingdom Hearts game that just came out. It came out already, right? Yeah, it got released. Sorry, I don't play, so I always forget. And I have an amazing project that is gonna. It was supposed to launch October 16th, but unfortunately the printers in China got delayed, so it's gonna launch. It's gonna officially be available to the public November 29th. They're making the launch of it at Comic-Con in New York, which I'll be at. It's a project called Anomaly, and it's an interactive graphic novel where we also did the book. We performed the book so that you can almost watch it like a movie, almost like an animated film online. And I played the lead role, John, in it. And it was created by Brian Haberlin, who did Witchblade and Area 51, and was one of the lead animators for Spider-Man for years. The artwork is gorgeous. It's a giant novel. It's a graphic novel. It's groundbreaking. It's gonna be one of the first of its kind. The book itself, I believe, weighs somewhere between 15 and 25 pounds. Yeah, it's huge. It's like a coffee table. I mean, it's not a coffee table book. It's an actual coffee table. You can put legs on it, and then you can put your coffee. It's huge, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's going to blow your minds. And also, it incorporates this thing called augmented reality, which I'm sure you guys are aware of, right? It's sort of like Minority Report, where you can hold your cell phone up to it. Anything that has a camera, your cell phone, an iPad, you can hold that up to it, and the screen will interact with the novel as you flip pages, and suddenly, like, characters will jump up onto your screen and start attacking your screen as if they're attacking you, and it's pretty amazing. And you can go to experienceanomaly.com, and you can watch like a video, and it's pretty fascinating. It's groundbreaking what these guys are doing. The artwork is stunning. I mean, the book, when it opens up, the book is probably about 3 feet across, and then the artwork also folds out, so certain pieces from the book fold out so long that it's like 6 feet in length, and it's almost like looking at a giant poster, and it's just the detail in the artwork is stunning. It's beautiful, and I'm so honored to be a part of it. It's a pretty amazing piece.
All right, next question I have is, what was the most difficult role you've ever played in terms of voiceover work?
I did a couple. I've played some wacky, weird characters in some video games like Watchmen, but in EverQuest, I can't remember. I think it was EverQuest 2. Yeah, I played this. I played a whole bunch of like these weird little, villains and soldiers and stuff that attacked the lead characters. But there was one character in particular, and it was a long day of recording. It was like 4 hours, and right at the end of it was a Friday. They go, "Okay, you're gonna play this Frog Warrior." And I go, okay, Frog Warrior, right on. But apparently the Frog Warriors talk with this kind of, because they have gills and stuff. And he's like, so I'm doing this whole, like, about, I don't know, 10 pages of dialogue and stuff where you're doing fight scenes and stuff and interacting with the characters. And I'm doing this voice, and then we have to do the battle stuff. Like in voiceover, you always, in the video games, you record all your dialogue first, then you have to do your what we call the battle sequences, where it's, you do a short punch, a medium punch, a long punch, you do a short jump, a medium jump, a long jump, and you take damage, you do short, medium, longs, you do all these different things so that when you guys are playing the games, depending on how hard the strike is, that's how we'd react, and the damage and the battle stuff is hard on your voice. It is very hard on your voice. I mean, when it's, you know, very shocking. But doubly so when you're playing a frog warrior, the top, you know, and then I got to this scene where I had to die by getting my throat sliced. And it was just unreal because I'm supposed to have all this blood pouring out of my neck, and I'm like choking, and I ended up like, we were recording for 4 hours. I ended up pretty much losing my voice, and thank God it was a long weekend because I had to do a session on the Tuesday, and I had nothing for Saturday and Sunday. So that was one of the toughest things I've done. I've burnt out my voice a few times. Video games are always the hardest because of the damage stuff, because doing all that, the fighting, and that's intense. But yeah, I think that's probably the one.
Yeah, I was actually about ready to do that right now.
Oh, right on, right.
Yeah, I was going to have you go up there.
All right, we're going to go ahead and open the Q&A. We're going to take a few people, a few questions. If you do not get your question answered today, or right now,
Come see me.
Come see him over where he's doing the autographs at.
Come hang out.
Ask him. I'm sure you'll be more than answer their questions.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I'll just take it.
Yeah, I'll just let you do this. It makes my job easier.
All right.
So does anybody have any questions they want to ask?
All right, first person.
We got a gentleman back there in a yellow banana costume. Right on. I love bananas.
Bananas in pajamas.
What? Sorry?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ah, excellent question. Ah, Owning Mahoney. That was a great film. That's actually based on a Canadian true story. Yeah, yes, it's based on a true story in Canada of the youngest bank manager in Canadian history. Brian Maloney was his real name, and he embezzled millions of dollars from the CIBC, the Canadian National Bank, to gamble. He was a gambling addict, and he went to Atlantic City every weekend and would gamble, and and ended up embezzling millions and millions of dollars. And it's the only time in the history of Atlantic City that they had to shut the city down because they actually thought that what he was doing was, they thought it was like mob related. They thought, that he was actually, transferring drugs and money across the border. So they shut everything down. So anyways, I worked with Philip Seymour Hoffman. He's an incredible actor. He's a method actor, so that's always interesting. I was a method actor when I started in film originally. And then, I hope this doesn't insult any method actors out there, but then I just kind of sort of went, I could still do what I'm doing, but I don't have to stay in character all day. As Sir Laurence Olivier said to Dustin Hoffman in Marathon Man, it's called acting, my dear boy. So, not to insult Philip, this man is a genius. He was amazing. He is a legend. Working with him was incredible. He is so committed. He's so the detail, but he stays in character all the time. So it's a little tricky because, when the director Richard and I was our second movie together, I did another movie with him called Love and Death on Long Island with Jason Priestley, and it was our second movie together. And so, when Richard would say cut, Philip doesn't exactly cut. He's still in the scene, you know what I mean? So, but it was a fascinating piece. He's a really, really intense guy. On days when we had more fun scenes to do and casual scenes that weren't so intense, he was really fun and friendly, and we'd like talk sports and stuff. And then on days where he had really heavy scenes, it's just like, I'll be over here. Just call me when you need me, man. Like he's because he's a method actor, but he's awesome. He's a very, he's a really nice guy, and he's an incredible actor. Yeah. I'm sure you're a fan. I take it. Yeah. Who isn't, right? The guy's amazing. The guy's incredible. What's that? I haven't actually. I haven't heard. Oh, right, it's another Red On. Oh, cool. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I'm sure. Everything they've done is amazing. Thanks for the question. Yeah?
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get the people who are saying in line.
To do questions?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we're going to do a lineup, I guess. Task question. Okay, Ruben, go ahead. What's up, brother?
Hey, Vincent, if you've heard of, since you've done Mamma Mia and other stuff, have you, what was your favorite, if you listen to some concept records like, Pink Floyd's The Wall, Judas Priest's Nostradamus, Queensryche's Operation Mindcrime, which one can you remember like listening to back then? And if you've heard Operation Mindcrime, who would if they ever turned it into a stage show? Who would you want to audition for? Nikki or Dr. X?
Awesome question. I have no idea. I've never heard of Operation Mindcrime. I do know Queensryche, so I don't know which character I would want to audition for. But it sounds like it would make a great musical because I can see you're passionate about it. So sorry to disappoint you, but I don't know. I'm not a big Queensryche guy. So I've heard their music. I like them. Judas Priest. I grew up listening to. They're awesome.
What about the Who?
The Who?
Tommy.
Yeah, who doesn't love the Who, man?
Queen.
Yes, Tommy's an awesome musical. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Pinball Wizard?
My question is a Sailor Moon question.
Sure.
I wanted to know if you knew that the Sailor Moon series is going to be remade in 2013, and if you had the opportunity to go make an audition, would you like to do it? Or would you not?
Absolutely, yes. He asked if I knew that, I don't know if you guys know, I'm sure most of you know, that they're making a new episodes of Sailor Moon. They're bringing it back in Japan. And he asked if I had the opportunity, would I want to play this Tuxedo Mask again? Or audition for it? Absolutely not, man. Are you kidding me? I'm not auditioning for it. I'm Vince Corazza. Are you kidding me? Audition? No, I'm just